Hey guys, Nscwalk here, and today I'm giving you guys a TF2 gameplay, and yeah, today I really want to be talking to you about a subject about TF2 that I really do not like, and it's something that it makes me kind of mad in pub matches, but you know, I kind of got to get used to it, and yeah, I want to be telling you guys how to be a team player, and why to be a team player. And there's many reasons why to be a team player, and one of them has to be really important to help your team win. And why does that help your team win? Because your team's not uneven. And what is an uneven team, you ask? A team filled with spies. When you have more than 3 spies, there's a problem. That's just kind of an extreme, where if you have more than 3 spies, or even have 3 spies, that's just an over amount of spies, and you should not be a spy. Or just an over amount of one class, or even too many weak classes, like your team is filled with medics, scouts, spies, snipers, those classes, the ones that are not weak, not like classes like the demoman, the soldier, the heavy, and the pyro, which are morally so offensive classes that can be like big classes that can grow and rush out there and, you know, take out some of the enemy team. And I really want to tell you guys that it's just a big part of TF2, and you guys have to get used to it. So obviously I am playing like a team player in this game because I am playing as a medic, and guys, it's a big thing. No one's ever a medic in games. Half the time there's never even a medic. Why? Because people just don't want to play as a medic, and it's really important to be there to be a medic. And if there's no medics on your team, you gotta step up and just be that medic, because even if you're a bad medic, it still helps. Your team is much better with a medic, even if there is no other, your team's much better if you have a medic. So I just suggest you guys, if there's no medic on the team, just be that team player and be that medic. And you guys also want to know that being a medic is not always being a team player, because there can always be too many medics. And why? And people are like, oh no, you can't have too many medics. Yes, you can. Medics are a very weak class, and all they do is really heal the team. If you have too many medics, there's a point to where none of the medics can get uber charges, because there's too many medics healing, and then it's just overwhelming. So I'd suggest only keeping to 1 to 2 medics, or else there would be too many medics to heal, and basically everyone would be healed. But the only problem is that your class average is very weak, and also medics get ubers slower, so it's just having more medics means slower ubers. So, you know, that's just something to keep out of. So it's just a suggestion. So classes also need good heavies, and heavies are a big part, and they're a big defense, and they're really buff, and basically you want to have at least 1 heavy on each team at all times. Because why? Heavies are really essential, because even on this team there is no heavies, and I go as a scout because, you see, we're losing. And I'm going to go switch to scout, changing subjects. But you see, why I'm going scout is because I'm playing as an offense. The scout is a very big offensive type of player, where he's able to cap points really quickly, and you're going to see now that I'm going to be able to cap points. And he's a really fast running class to be able to kind of distract the players, but kind of pick them off very easily. But, you know, you got to remember, you're a very weak class. I am using the Milkman set, so I get 50% health regain, whatever, and it really helps. I believe you guys should really try using the Milkman set, even though the Milkman set is pretty hard to get, but you know what I mean. It's a really good set. It's amazing. I love it. And I killed this guy with my fish kill there. But yeah, you guys want to be using the scouts, because if you're playing offensive, they cap the intelligence faster, they cap the points double as fast. You see my shortstop, we're truly feared, because I'm amazing. I play with the shortstop a lot. I also got to tell you guys that as a heavy, there has to be at least 1 heavy, because it defends your team. It basically pushes them back and puts pressure on the other team. So being a heavy is also a really essential class. And okay, engineers don't have to always be in games. If you're playing as the attack, you don't have to be an engineer. But usually playing as a defense team or in capture the flag, an engineer is kind of just essential. Why? Because you need to defend your team, and you need to defend all your points, all your caps. You have to really just defend the point. And if you're not defending, then it's just really easy for that other team to be able to grab that point. And it's just really essential to have that engineer out there, because if you don't have that engineer, then basically your team has a very big disadvantage, has not as much defense, and has an area where the team can get into, where it's very easy for them to get into your base and infiltrate, cap the points, get the intelligence, do whatever they can to be able to get the objectives complete in TF2. So that's another thing. And I'm going to be talking about classes that are really not necessarily needed, but you can use them. So classes that people think is needed are spies. That's probably the most overused class in TF2, and it really annoys me. And spies are actually not even needed in a game. You can go a whole game easily without a spy, but you can't really go a whole game of capture the flag without a freaking engineer, because what happens is then a scout just goes and grabs the intelligence, runs away, and then they get a point. So, spy or engineer. You see, engineer beats you in that case, and it's just really important to be having that engineer or other class out there. And snipers are also not a needed class, honestly. Why? Because they aren't in the back and not really getting the objective. They're only holding people back and just barely nipping out the players, and it's not really needed. And also, one more class that isn't really needed is probably the scout, and that's just, yeah, it's needed, but if you're defending, it's not really needed. I mean, if you're a good scout, yeah, I've seen good scouts, I've seen amazing scouts, but you have to be a scout at certain points. If you're an amazing scout, well, yeah, you're defending, but if you're just kind of a lameish, not that great of a scout, it's not really the best class to be using as a defensive. But if you're playing offensive, scouts are a good thing, but I'm just putting into words of defensive versus offensive. Offensive, yeah, engineers aren't good either. But if you're playing defensive, demo knights aren't good either, because, I mean, demo knights are more so rushing classes. Same with, Pyro. That is a really close range class. I mean, you can defend. Those guys are good for spies and for engineers, but that's just a totally different topic. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. I'm going to be ending the video here, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked the video, and hope you like this gameplay. I really been trying my best to get these good topics out, and I really want you guys to just be favoriting. So if you guys have any suggestions on what TF2 video you want me to be posting next, please leave it in the comment section below. I'm really open to what comments and whatever's you have. So yeah, I'm going to leave up the gameplay till I die, because this was an amazing gameplay I had for the heavy, because I did amazing as a heavy. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and bye.